Hello everyone, welcome to episode 34 of Driver Suit Blog Radio. Your normal host, David G. Firestone, is feeling off this weekend, so I will be taking over hosting duties. I've decided to look at 20 foods named after specific people. These are in no specific order. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 20. Cobb salad. Cobb salad is made with chopped salad greens, usually iceberg lettuce, watercress, endives or romaine lettuce, tomato, crisp bacon, fried chicken breast, hard-boiled eggs, avocado, chives, blue cheese, and red wine vinaigrette. The dish is named after Robert Howard Cobb, owner of the legendary Hollywood Brown Derby in Hollywood. Number 19. Fettuccine Alfredo. Fettuccine Alfredo is named after Chef Alfredo Di Lelio, who created the dish in either 1907 or 1909, depending on which sources you use, in Rome, Italy. Number 18. Bartlett pears. Bartlett pears were accidentally renamed from Williams pears by early 19th century Massachusetts nurseryman Enoch Bartlett. Number 17. Boysenberries. Boysenberries, most known to people as a flavor of IHOP syrup, was created by Anaheim Park superintendent and botanist Rudolph Boysen in the 1920s. Boysenberries are loganberry/raspberry/blackberry crosses, and were first marketed in the 1930s by Walter Knott of Knott's Berry Farm in California. Number 16. Loganberries. Loganberries, a crossbreed of a blackberry and a raspberry, was accidentally created in 1883 by American lawyer and horticulturist James Harvey Logan. Number 15. Clementines. Clementines were named after Père Clement Rodier, a French monk living in North Africa at the beginning of the 20th century. Their origins are still up for debate. Number 14. Shrimp de Jong. Shrimp de Jong is a dish rarely seen outside of Chicago. The recipe has been attributed to two Belgian immigrant restaurant owners, brothers Henry, Pierre, and Charles de Jong of the de Jonges Hotel and Restaurant. Number 13. Delmonico steak. Delmonico steak is one of several cuts of beef, usually ribeye, with a thick cut preparation popularized by Delmonico's restaurant in New York City during the mid-19th century. Delmonico's restaurant was once considered the finest restaurant in the United States. Number 12. Bananas Foster. Bananas Foster is made from bananas and vanilla ice cream, with a sauce made from butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, dark rum, and banana liqueur. The butter, sugar, and bananas are cooked, and then alcohol is added and ignited. The bananas and sauce are then served over the ice cream. Created at Owen Brennan's View Care in New Orleans, it was named for Richard Foster, the chairman of the New Orleans Crime Commission and a friend of Brennan. Number 11. Frangelico. Frangelico is a brand of noisette, flavored with hazelnuts, and herb-flavored liquor colored with caramel coloring, which is produced in Canale, Italy, and named after painter Fra Angelico. Number 10. English Garibaldi biscuits. English Garibaldi biscuits are named after Giuseppe Garibaldi. He was an Italian patriot and leader of the drive to unite Italy. They were created after his wildly popular visit to England in 1864. Number 9. German chocolate cake. German chocolate cake was originally known as German's chocolate cake. The wildly popular American cake took its name in the 1950s from baker's German sweet chocolate. The chocolate itself took its name from Sam German, who developed the sweet baking chocolate, between milk and semi-sweet, in 1852. Number 8. Granny Smith apples. Granny Smith apples originated in Australia, after Marie Anna Smith, known as Granny, after she propagated a chan seedling in 1868. Number 7. Hamantash. Hamantash is a Jewish desert named for the hat of the cruel and anti-Semitic Persian Haman. In the Book of Esther, Haman is outwitted by Queen Esther and hanged. Hamantash are traditionally eaten at Purim, during the celebration, which retells the story. Number 6. Hass avocados. Hass avocados are named after Rudolph Hass, a post office worker in California. During the 1920s, Hass set out to grow a number of Leon avocado trees in his backyard. One seedling was a unique variation, which was noticed to be better. This variation is known as the Hass avocado. Number 5. Kaiser rolls. Kaiser rolls were named after Holy Roman Emperor Frederick III in 1487. His profile was stamped on top. Number 4. Kaiserschmarrn. Kaiserschmarrn are lightly sweetened pancakes that take its name from the Austrian Kaiser Franz Joseph I, who was very fond of this kind of fluffy shredded pancake. Number 3. Chicken a la King. One of a number of stories of its origin is that after his death in 1915, hotel cook William Bill King of the Bellevue Hotel in Philadelphia has been credited as the inventor of this dish. The origins of chicken a la King are somewhat debated, with several stories circulating about its creation. Number 2. Kung Pao chicken. Kung Pao chicken is named after Ding Beijin, 1820–1886, a late Qing dynasty official whose title was Gongbao or Palace Guardian. Number 1. Hot brown sandwiches. Hot brown sandwiches take their name from when they were created at the Brown Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky, in 1926. The hot brown is an open-faced sandwich of turkey breast and ham and bacon, covered in creamy Mornay sauce and baked or broiled until the bread is crisp and the sauce begins to brown. We are going to take a break, then the history of Chicago's Italian beef sandwiches will be discussed. Welcome back. Since Driver Suit Blog Radio is based in Chicago, let's look at one of Chicago's most well-known and well-loved sandwiches, the Italian beef sandwich. The sandwich itself is rather straightforward. Italian beef is made from various cuts of beef, including the sirloin rear or the top/bottom round. These cuts are then wet roasted in broth with garlic, oregano, and spices. Then the meat is roasted at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This cooking process results in up to a 45% reduction in weight, but also yields the sandwich's famous juice or gravy. The beef is then cooled, sliced thin using a deli slicer, and then reintroduced to its reheated beef broth. The beef then sits in the broth, typically for hours, until sold. After preparation, the beef is placed on an Italian-style roll. The bread is often dipped into the au jus the meat is cooked in. Italian beef sandwiches are typically topped off with Chicago-style giardiniera or sautéed, green Italian sweet peppers. Giardiniera is an Italian or Italian-American relish made from pickled vegetables in vinegar or oil. There are two types of giardiniera, hot and sweet. Many places that sell Italian beef make their own giardiniera. Some places serve gravy bread, which is simply a piece of Italian bread dipped in the au jus, which Chicagoans refer to as gravy. While there are a number of differing stories concerning the origins of Italian beef, there are two commonly accepted stories. The first commonly accepted theory is that many Italians who worked in the stockyards of Chicago created the recipe to make inexpensive, tougher cuts of beef that they brought home from work much more palatable. The second commonly accepted theory is that the method was created for weddings to make a smaller roast last for all attendees to enjoy. Regardless of which theory you believe, most in Chicago consider the best place to enjoy one of these sandwiches is Al's Italian Beef, which is also considered the first restaurant to sell the Italian beef sandwich. Opened in 1938, Al's No. 1 Italian Beef was opened by Al Ferri, his sister Frances, and her husband Chris Pacelli Sr. They side with the wedding story for the origin of Italian beef. When they realized that people really liked their beef, they started selling to local business and hospitals. Eventually, they opened a location on Taylor Street, since the demand for their food was high. As you stand in the original Al's, again, the sights and scents give you the feeling that you are going to taste Chicago history. To enjoy an Italian beef sandwich, Al's recommends that you use the Italian stance in which your feet are 2.5 feet from the counter, your elbows are on the table, and your mouth is wide open. They claim it is to prevent damage to your shoes. This sandwich has become part of Chicago history, Chicago culture, and Chicago lore. Chicagoans take their cuisine very seriously, and this is another example. That does it for this week. Next week, normal operations resume.